What's going on, guys? So welcome to Buc-ee Motorsports. We are here right now at Beach Bend Raceway. We just wrapped up 2 weeks on the road with our RV, you guys. So we got this RV for dirt cheap. We picked it up for $12,500. If you guys haven't seen the series on that, definitely go check it out. So it's a Duramax diesel Allison transmission on a Kodiak 5500 chassis, and we got this thing completely rebuilt essentially in a matter of 3 months. And we just drove all the way from Tampa, Florida to here, Bowling Green, Kentucky, to Beach Bend Raceway. Everything worked flawlessly. We towed our 24-foot enclosed trailer, fully loaded with our Corvette in it, and everything worked beautifully. So right now we're just about to head back. I got the generator running just because I had some AC in there. Generator's working awesome. And I got the Corvette here. All of our booth is loaded up. The remainder of our merch is loaded up. We got completely wiped out, which was awesome with the merch. Sold a ton of merch at LS Fest and also at Mo Party. So Corvette's all here. Everything's packed, loaded, ready to go. We got the lights on inside the trailer. Reason being is we got that camera right there, which I actually want to aim down a little bit. That way, while we're driving down the road, I can see how everything is doing, make sure nothing has shifted. If we hit a big bump or get some rough road, then we know exactly where everything's at. So everything's looking good, everything's strapped down, everything's tight, 50's tight, Z06 is tight. We're gonna close this up. If you guys are curious on the setup too, so we've got these weight distribution bars, and then I also have these anti-sway bars. And if you look right here, it's got airbags as well. So we got the airbags aired up. Everything's good to go. So I'm gonna check the oil on the Duramax and then we can get going. All right, here we go, you guys. So as far as fuel, we got 71%. This fuel gauge doesn't work. I'm actually going to map out and I want to see how we do on fuel on the way back, because not that the tires were low on air, but it's been a while since I checked the trailer tires. I mean, visually they looked fine, but they were only like 50 PSI, and I aired them up because I think max PSI was like 90 PSI, so I aired them up to about, I think, like 75, maybe even 80. So not like 100% full inflation based on the sidewall of the tire, but we were substantially low, and I was actually seeing the wear pattern on the trailer tires, and it was wearing as if the tires were low. So that means we were kind of dragging the trailer a little bit more than we needed to. So anyways, that's pretty much it. That's about it. We've got our edge tuner, we've got the tune loaded, we've got our brake controller for a trailer. Let's get moving. All right, so not that exciting from the highway, but we are entering Nashville as we come to an amazing traffic jam. So the roads in Nashville are super bumpy. If you guys never driven through here, driving this big rig, I guess we can call it, yeah, it just beats you up a lot. So I'm gonna get through Nashville, and then on the other side we should be a fairly smooth sailing. Don't do it, Camaro. But yeah, once we get through, my game plan is to try to make it to the other side of Atlanta today. I think if I can do that way, because right now is Sunday, that way I'm going to split the drive into two. So we'll drive part way today, I don't know, I'll call it 2/3 of the way today, get to the other side of Atlanta, and then that way tomorrow morning we're on the other side of Atlanta traffic, and we don't have to deal with Monday morning rush hour. So it's a game plan. Let's see how we do. Okay, so we're just at a truck stop right now. Made it through Nashville. We're just south, I don't know exactly where, but I just want to check one thing. So this truck has like these, I don't know if you want to call them hubcaps, but they go on top. They're Alcoa wheels, true aluminum ones. But I put the rears on, but they were kind of, it was weird the way it was set up. So I could hear when I was going slow. This one was, pretty sure that's what I was hearing. Let's see. Yeah. It was doing that number. So we are gonna tighten this guy up. So we are missing the little cap that goes on top of it. Well, actually both of them, they both popped off. So there's that silly little, it's like a fake cap that goes on top, but I could hear this thing going bang, 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 bang. So should be good now. Let's see if we can snug this up a little more. Okay, that one's good. Double check the other side quick. Everything else I think is good. Double check our Corvette. Kind of like to check everything as you go down the road a little bit. Make sure all your straps are still nice and tight. Nothing shifted. Everything looks good to me. let's keep on trucking. Well, this one's still good. I don't know why the other one decided to loosen up, but whatever. At least we got the whole cap. It's just a little fake chrome thing that goes over the nut itself, but should be good to go. Let's roll. All right, so we're just going through this little mountain area here. It's all, you know, slow trucks. Keep to the right. Trying to find an opening because this guy is going so freaking slow. Like, we got way more speed than this, but I'm gonna do it. We gotta go. Me and this transport behind us. So, like I said, we got more than enough power to get her done, you guys. And I am not stepping on this at all, hardly. This guy's doing like 35. We gotta go faster than that. So, yeah, she works good, you guys. Like I said, not being hard on it whatsoever, but these guys are just going way too slow. Look at that. We're doing 50. So I'll get in front of these guys. I ain't trying to make my temps go up or anything like that, but those guys are just going insanely slow. Yeah, this thing works good, you guys. Like I said, we're probably got, I mean, my trailer I think is like 30,000 pounds, 3,200 pounds. And then the vet's probably 3,000 pounds. I don't know what all the other stuff that we have in there probably weighs. We'll have 17 pounds of boost, 50 miles an hour. We're just cruising up this mountain here. Like, look, we're coming up on another semi up here that's got his four-ways on, and I am just cruising, not trying to dog on this thing whatsoever. But yeah, she works great, even with all this weight. And no semis are catching us. We're catching them. Good stuff, you guys. I'm loving this thing. Check it out. Coming down the other side of the mountain, actually. We got our exhaust brake on. Cruising. She's just holding that, you know, just under 60. Don't even have to touch the brakes right now. It is just working so good, you guys. Like, this is a serious grade. Look, there's a runaway truck ramp right there. I still haven't touched the brakes. My foot is completely off the brake. Just chilling at 60 down the hill. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And you can see there too, my RPM's up, so it downshifts, and then it puts on the exhaust brake, which you can see right there. So, it's working real good, you guys. Real good. We're just chilling. Still haven't touched the brake. Just letting that exhaust brake do all the work. You can see everybody's slamming on their brakes on all these little curves and whatnot. Hell yeah. Hey, we had to stop at Buc-ee's, you guys. So we just filled up. I didn't film that part. It wasn't that exciting, but filled up that pump over there, pulled up around here, use the facilities, and then we are ready to get back on the road. So as long as I don't, tonight I'm gonna end up sleeping in here, of course, but as long as I don't fire up the generator or run it too long, this should give us a fairly accurate reading on our miles per gallon going back with adequate air in those trailer tires. They're looking a lot better than they were before. Let's take a quick peek at the Z, make sure everything is in place. We went through a lot of rough roads, so I just always like to double check. I gotta clean this trailer, you guys. Look how dirty it is. I have not cleaned this thing forever. All right, everything looks pretty good. I don't think anything really shifted. Check our straps. They seem decent. I think we are good to keep on motoring here. So, slide this up in there. All right, so let's get back on the road. Plan is to make it just south of Atlanta. That way we don't have to deal with that traffic. Monday morning traffic. So, let's roll. Check out what I just found, you guys. So, I don't know if you guys already know this, but it's almost like Buc-ee's has it figured out. So, fuel pumps are over there. Over here, they have this massive bucket here with this huge, like, 5-foot squeegee just chilling out here right next to the dog area. So, it's like it was meant to be. I am cleaning up this windshield. Alright, check this out, you guys. I wanted to show you guys without any street lights what these headlights look like at night. They are phenomenal. I think I still have to do a little bit more aiming, but this is 1,000 times better than it was before. I can see great, and it's no longer a safety hazard not being able to see when you're driving something this big and heavy. So definitely would recommend these. All right, finally got to the rest stop just south of Atlanta. So got the rig right here, got somebody else's RV, and then a bunch of semis here. It's a pretty cool little rest stop. But just gonna go ahead, double check the car in the trailer, lock everything up. I'm gonna make myself a steak, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So this is pretty cool. I'm liking this whole setup here with having the RV for these events. So everything looks good. I'm gonna turn off this light so that it doesn't drain the battery overnight. We'll lock this puppy up and let's go make a steak. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Ended up just smashing a steak last night, watching some Supercross on Peacock, and woke up a little bit ago. Been taking my time this morning and getting ready, but I do want to show you guys one thing. So you guys that have been following along with the build on the actual RV itself, we put a brand new propane tank on this. Put a brand new Manchester propane tank, which is a huge name for propane tanks, and we bought it off Amazon. When it showed up, it just showed up with no box, no packaging, no anything. It was just a propane tank just landed on my front porch. I might be able to insert a little picture here. But it showed up, kind of dinged up a little bit, but they said that they would, give me some money off. So I accepted that money off from Amazon, and then what ended up happening was that propane tank, we installed it, and I filled it, and we came here, and I put like $100 and something in propane in it, and it was leaking right out of the actual valve that you shut it off at. So there was absolutely nothing I could do while we were on this trip, but we lost like $140 worth of propane, and to the point where I can't even cook myself breakfast right now. So it's not a leak on my whole system, but let me show you guys where it's leaking from. And so now I have to remove that propane tank, buy another one, and then reinstall it, and then refill it, and I don't get reimbursed for all the $100 and something in propane that I put in here. But let me show you the leak, and then you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, beautiful day here. We're just close to Macon, whatever, Georgia. So here is our propane, and here you go, brand new Manchester tank, and the gauge, it is beyond empty now. I took the knob off. It's just a little screw that holds it on. This is where it was leaking, between the actual knob, like this shaft that runs through, and there. It just hissed out all of our propane there. All of our connections are all good. We've got all sealant on everything. There's no issues there, but you can kind of see the residue from the propane leaking out and around there. So I gotta take this propane tank out, but now it's completely empty. So the reason why I'm telling you all that is I cannot cook myself breakfast. I've got eggs and hash browns. I could be making all that good stuff right now, but I don't really feel like busting out our grill. I've got like a griddle, I guess I could technically use, and then I also have hash browns that I could do in the air fryer, but I don't know, we'll see. Let me make a game time decision, but I think I might just get back on the road. All right, so I'm not even really hungry right now anyway, so let's fire up the Duramax. This thing has been solid, you guys. So let that warm up for a couple minutes. Even though it's hot outside, I kind of just like to let things figure it out. But look at this, we've got eggs. Grayson's still got beer in here. I got sandwich meat, so I can still make sandwiches pretty easily. Check this out, you guys. We've got so much stuff in here: apples, oranges, waters, Red Bulls, crickets playing on the stereo. Look at this, hash browns, steaks for days, french fries, Jamaican beef patties. But I can make a lot of that stuff in the air fryer, but like I said, not that hungry. Let's go. Other thing I want to try too at some point here is I've got one of these the newest and latest Amazon Fire Stick, and what I want to see is if you can cast from your phone to the Fire Stick, because I think that would be perfect. If not, maybe I'll get like an Apple TV thing, because that way I could literally, whatever's on my phone, I could just put it on this TV. And I gotta figure out this TV stand, this wall mount bracket this person's got fired through it here. It's kind of ugly from this side, but I don't know. It keeps moving around while we're driving, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. They put these like weird buckles, but they don't quite reach. So like a really weird that, but it doesn't latch. Well, I don't know what the concept was, but it doesn't really work too well. So, and you might have seen it in the background, but just to show you guys, this is a pretty cool rest stop. Look at it. This is all like camping area, so they actually left some tree cover and stuff. These transports actually technically aren't supposed to be here. It says literally for travel trailers just in this area. Not that I care really, but they have like this little like kind of forest that you can just chill in with your travel trailer, which is what we got. All right, we've made it back to Florida. So there's the sign of leaving Florida. and we just came in, and I'm gonna stop at this rest stop, probably make myself a sandwich, and yeah, then we'll get back on the road. We have just over 3 hours left, so 235 miles, but we're just cruising. All right, so just fired up the generator, got the toaster running, making some sandwiches, and I got this from the Amish store with Steve. Look at this, Jimbo's hot wang sauce, chicken wang stuff. So I'm gonna try this on the sandwich and see how it does. All right, and the verdict on the Amish hot sauce. Not bad, not bad. It's not as hot. I don't know if I would call it triple X, but definitely got a lot of flavor. All right, so we're at this pilot right here, and I'm curious how we did on fuel. Mind you, we did run the generator for probably 6 hours last night, and that generator surprisingly is not very good on fuel. It drinks quite a bit, but 39% fuel level. I don't know if you guys can see that on our edge, because our gas gauge on here still doesn't work. I haven't fixed it, but I don't really, there's no urgency because I literally have my fuel level there, and that's the only thing that doesn't work on this whole cluster. 433 miles. It's an 80-gallon tank, so curious how this is gonna look. I might, after we fill up here, I might actually fill it up once we get back, and I'll see how I feel when I get back, just out of curiosity. But let's fill it up, and we'll calculate the mileage, see what it is. All right, so hopefully you guys can see that there. 433 miles. It capped out at 150 bucks, so I had to do 2 separate transactions. I got the receipt for the majority of the ones, so we got 44.131 gallons, and then I put in another 6, so 50 gallons. When you do the math, 433 gallons divided by 50 gallons, you get 8.66 miles per gallon. So yeah, about 8.5, 9 miles per gallon is what we're getting with this big rig. But I mean, we're doing like 65, 70 the whole way. We're not like trying to milk it or anything, so it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. Seems about right for the amount of weight that we have. But comment down below what you guys think. All right, so we're in Florida. This road's crazy. Look, there's a semi passing me. This is a 2-directional road. Speed limit is 60. Also, you can see right there, there's a speed sign coming up, 60. I'm doing about 65, and you got semis passing you when there's cars and stuff coming the opposite way. So you guys have never been down this stretch of road. Everybody hauls the mail. It's always crazy through here, but this is the shortcut back to our area, because otherwise we'd have to go through downtown Tampa right now, and 5 o'clock rush hour traffic. So this is kind of the back road way of getting there. All right, so we made it back to Lakeland. I don't know what is going on here, but look, this guy's just chilling here with his brand new car all wadded up. I guess that's probably the other car that got wadded up. How do you even do that? Oh, it happened in that intersection. I'm gonna assume he was turning left to here, and there was a car going straight, and this guy didn't see it. Oh, bags off and everything. Not the good. Look at all these car parts. There's car parts everywhere. Ooh, yeah, the whole side of that car is all smokied. Yeah, he definitely wasn't paying attention. That's for sure. Sideswiped the car going straight. Not the good. All right, guys, well, we made it back. We're in the Viper den right now. We got the Viper GTS ACR, the SRT10 Ram with the Viper engine, and also our Viper engine from a 2016 that we still haven't decided what to do. If you guys haven't been following along, we also have a Pro Charger kit for this Viper, but we'll get into that in another video. So we got back, you guys. Just finished unloading the RV, so got all my stuff out of the RV, and then got some of the stuff out of there. And this is kind of the way that I decided to pull in. So came in off the street, pulled in here, and then I actually just disconnected the trailer right here. So I'm gonna pull the RV forward, and then I'm gonna get my Eco Diesel and hook up to here, because I don't think I can make that corner pulling forward with this long setup. So I'm gonna have to hook up the pickup truck, but that's pretty much it, you guys. So it made it back. Everything worked awesome. Super happy that everything worked out. No issues. Only thing I did notice is that I wasn't sure if it was out of our TPMS sensor that we installed here, because this one kept losing a tiny bit of air, and then I just looked. I'm hoping that's not what I think it is. Well, I mean it is, but I don't know if it's going all the way through. So I'm gonna have to inspect that, or maybe it's leaking out of the valve extension was what I was hoping, but I just saw this nail right here, so I might check that out, because our brand new Toyo tires, I would hate to have to get a patch on it already, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much it though. Overall, definitely a success. I also am gonna try to see if I can make some room in the shop, if you guys are curious, kind of lay of the land here. So here's the whole driveway, shop's over there. So that's why I'm disconnecting it, so that I can pull the RV up there. I can grab my pickup truck and then back up the trailer. Not sure if we're gonna unload it, but that's pretty much it. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Check out the racing videos if you guys haven't seen that, but this is the adventure back. We made it, and another successful trip. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.